Hello YouTubers, this is Clint from Judd RC. I'm just going to run you through on how I basically print out my plans. So go to my website, you choose the plans that you were after. It may take a while. So say if we were to choose the F22, you would click on the image of the plan, which will open up in a new screen. Right click it, save picture as, put it in a location you can remember, so let's say on my desktop. Alright, you can now close that down, minimize that, and on the desktop it'll show up as the F22 plans. If I was to right click that and edit, you can choose edit, which will open Paint automatically, or you open with Paint. Alright, and you go for that. I don't want to use my F22 plans. I've just started on my A10 plans today, so you've got a quick sneak peek at these. So close that. Yes. Alright. Images. And A10 should be down here somewhere. Alright, so my A10 plans are just here. So right click, in this case I'll choose edit, which will be paint. Alright, so now I should have plans showing up on the paint. So what I do is I go to file, go to page setup. On the page setup, I normally use it in landscape. I reduce all of my margins down to 0. Alright, I remove the horizontal and vertical centering. Now at the moment we'll just leave it at 100% and we'll have a look at the print preview to see how it actually turns out. As you can see, these sheets are standard A4 size sheets, so at the moment if we were to print that out, plan's going to turn up on 4 sheets, so it's 2 by 2. So we'll scroll down to the next page, you can basically see there's the bottom 2 sheets. So that fuselage is only going to be 1 3/4 long, which isn't really long. I think 700 mil sheet is about 3 sheets long. So what we'll do is we'll go back. We want to increase the size of that. So we go to the page setup again. All those settings are still the same. All we're going to do is change the size of it. We had a bit of a play around before. Know that 200% is too big, and this is what you'll work out. So I'm going to make it about 180%. Alright, so at 180%, we'll go check out our print preview. See, now we've taken up more, so I only use a couple of references. One of them is I'm going to be using the wing length that way to tell us how far across the street I'm going to go. That's going to be on the, hopefully, I'm going to aim to use that on the 500mm length, all side of the sheet, where the 700 will be the actual fuselage. So go down. So there's the beginning of our fuselage. So we've basically got a 3/4 sheet there. So 1 3/4, 2 3/4. So basically 3 sheets long. Alright. Now we'll go back. You can see that here is the center of the wing sheet. So basically we'll take that as being, we'll say half. It's not half, we know that, but we'll say half. So you got 1.5, so 2.5 sheets basically, or 2 1/4 sheets, which is most probably fine. That'll fit into the 500mm side. I think it actually is about 2.5 sheets wide on the A4 portrait layout. That's not portrait, that's landscape, sorry. So as that is at 180%, I could basically fit that onto it'd be two sheets of foam board, I'm guessing. I haven't printed this plan out before, I've only just finished it today, so there you go. That's how I actually open up my plans and expand them so that they'll turn out tiled when I print them out. And all we do once they're printed out, you'll see little gaps at the edge because the printer doesn't go right to the edge. I'll draw a line across the point that I want to cut off. So let's say I was joining this sheet to that sheet, I'd mark that off with a line of roughly what the gap is that's on the print. So when you see the print comes up, it'll normally show a gap between the end of the print line there and the edge of the sheet. I just draw a rule line across the sheet and I would cut that off, and then I'd leave the top of the bottom sheet uncut and just lap it over and then tape along the edge, and that way you get your tiled effect sheets. Alright, thanks YouTube. Look forward to seeing you next time.